time for Media Watch. James Creedon's here and ready. He's fixing his jacket. He's straightening his tie. He's got his biggest smile because the Pope has a Twitter account.
The Pope has a Twitter account. What's all that about, Mark? It's a bit. Well, the thing is, he hasn't tweeted yet. Now, he's been talking about it for months, or at least the communications people at the Vatican have been talking about this Twitter account.
What's his address? What's his?
It's at Pontifex.
Okay.
Which probably is leaving scope for some people to be rude and mock it, which happens quite frequently. Now, let's take a look at this. He hasn't tweeted yet. It opened today. He's going to tweet on the 12th. And his first tweet is going to be in English. His second tweet is going to be in Spanish. He's following 7 people, all himself.
He's following you?
No. 7 himself.
His own accounts.
His own accounts in various languages.
How many followers does he have, James?
He has 183,985 people following him,
including you and me, because I follow him. I take it you do as well.
Yes. He has said nothing thus far. Absolutely nothing.
Okay,
there you go.
Will he actually do the tweeting himself on his BlackBerry while he's at the papal breakfast?
Apparently, he has already tweeted for another account, or at least he has composed the tweet for the official Vatican,
one, yeah?
account.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. But get a load of this photo, Mark. There he is with his iPad. So this is perhaps how he'll do it over his cornflakes, etc.
That's an iPad, is it? So I imagine Apple will be using that in an advertisement somewhere.
That's right, and a massive amount of consulting going on as well. And that's another photo of it there. So there's lots of fake accounts as well. Saludos a todos, ¿cómo están? That's a Spanish fake Joseph Ratzinger account. So there you go. We're all, waiting with bated breath for the 12th of the month for perhaps a Christmas-themed tweet.
Okay. Are we saying there's a row too between the French government and the Catholic Church over caring for the homeless?
That's right. It's been a big story today in France. This is the housing minister, Cécile Duflot of the Green Party.
Yeah.
She has said that she wants to use many half-empty buildings belonging to the church in Paris and elsewhere to house the homeless, especially in the winter period. She has pointed out that a lot of convents and monasteries and other such buildings, as you would expect with falling vocations, are now actually half empty. And the church was quick to point out, well, actually, we've kind of been not so bad helping out the poor for about 2,000 years, although they've also been quite good at accumulating an awful lot of wealth over 2,000 years. So perhaps, there is an argument on both sides that perhaps they could do more, while the church is saying, look, we have Catholic charities, we have people who very quietly and very discreetly in parishes around the country help the poor out all the time, and they're not looking for any publicity.
It's worth saying there is a Catholic soup kitchen which does a lot of good work in Paris and beyond, so it is happening.
It is happening.
But maybe Duflo has a point.
She might have a point. But the thing is, I suppose, it takes a while for these transitions
How about all the empty government buildings, eh? That's one thing they can look at, isn't it? Stick them all in there. Stick them in the National Assembly over Christmas. No one's in there over Christmas, are they, eh? Why not? Or the Senate! Because when you see the political debates, there's nobody there on those plush red seats. Put them all on the plush red seats. Yippee! Cecil Duflo with all the homeless extras. You'd love it.
Right, and the church behind as well.
Okay, great. Let's move on to the joyous news coming from London.
Yes. Now, The Guardian has been live blogging on this, which I think is kind of extraordinary from a paper that actually advocates a republic being brought in. But there you go. They've been live blogging the whole the whole day about the whole thing. And over at Le Figaro had it as their second story, their top story for much of the afternoon. Now, it seems to have been relegated down the page there to a 5th or 6th spot, but that was the top story for a lot of the afternoon.
In case people have missed it, so
that's right.
Kate Middleton, now the Duchess of Cambridge, is expecting.
That's right, about 12 weeks it is suspected. Now, lots of tweets as well on it, Mark. Piers Morgan, BBC broke the story, Guardian live blogging on it, tabloids waiting to be condemned by both for trivial journalistic priorities. So he's pointing out that neither of them can actually point to the tabloids and say, oi.
Says the former editor of The Sun and the News of the World.
Right. That's right.
Okay.
I'm going to be very angry if we don't get another bank holiday out of this, says Harry Maxwell, pointing to the fact that the royal wedding indeed gave a bank holiday for everybody. Camilla Parker Bowles watches alone from a palace tower, checks off the step in her plan, and cackles into the night. I thought that one was a little bit unfair to Camilla.
It's rather sinister, isn't it?
And I'm not sure what it even means. Another person saying, it's very weird being able to type a baby's CV before they're born. Head of State, Head of Armed Forces, Supreme Governor of C of E.
Indeed.
Check this one. And I think this is my favourite, if I can find it. Here it is. Irish Mammy, I see Kate Middleton is expecting. Twouldn't be any harm if the two of you were getting a move on too. So, advice... And that account is hilarious. It's got typical mammy advice on every topic imaginable.
Okay, James, it's caught me at a loss for words, which doesn't happen very often. I'll vouch. There we go. James Creedon, it's time to go. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks,
Another
Mark.
pleasure. Media Watch with James Creedon. Thank you. Excellent. Great fun.